Welcome, everyone. This is Joe Dager, the host of the Business 901 podcast. With me today is Alan Moore. Alan is an entrepreneur, author, and speaker. Working at the intersection between design, technology, and business, he possesses a unique grasp on the changes that are reshaping our world and an insight and passion on how to transform them. Alan is, in essence, devoted to crafting beautiful businesses. I think that's interesting to me because it's like, and I think you say something along that line in the book that, you know, you should be designing the experience while you're designing the product. All right.
Oh, absolutely. I mean, I think so. Again, if we took all of the examples in the book, actually, you know, whether it's the guys that hand build these custom motorcycles, you know, recycled from bikes that, you know, had seen better days into these fabulous machines. What's that all about? You know, that's about experience. You know, going to see a Pixar movie is an incredible experience. Drinking Yeo Valley milk is a great experience. You know, using the Grand Force Brooks axes is a great experience. If you practice Aikido, you know, it's an incredible experience that does spiritual things to you as a human being. And to me, design has always been, and I feel actually I have a right to say this because I was trained as a typographer, book designer. I've been an art director. I've made furniture. I've designed many things. So for me, I'm not someone that is on the outside without having put my hands on stuff and physically made things. I ask the question is, if I'm going to pick up a pen, you know, or if I'm going to put pixels together or put a business together, the first question I want to ask is, what world are we trying to create? What purpose and what utility can we bring that is going to be transformational? To your point, what outcome? What's the best possible outcome that we could create? And I can't really understand why it is that anyone would want to invest time, energy, and effort and actually ask other people to do the same if you weren't engaged in that same aspiration. And that is the way that I've always conducted my life and worked towards. As I've got older, of course, I've understood that one might see that as one ambitious and too innocent in its process. On the other hand, I believe that if you keep that utopian shore in your sight, as all of the examples I've got in the book will demonstrate, the value that comes back to you is long lasting, sometimes even after, you know, you've left this planet as a human being yourself. And I find that enduringly satisfying to want to work in that way.
Sort of watching a flower bloom, right?
Absolutely. Absolutely. Absolutely.
What would you hope someone would take from your book?
I think that I would hope that it's worth the effort to really think about the potential and opportunity of what you could be doing in this world. And I think that it doesn't matter whether you are the CEO of a billion-dollar company or whether you're a craftsman. So I had a very interesting exchange with a CEO the other day, and he said, "So design and beauty, do you really think that could help us rethink what we do and how we make more money?" And I said, "Yes." And then the next thing, I found myself on a plane going off to have a conversation with his board. On the other hand, I had a conversation with a potter the other day who said, "I've just read your book and it's, you know, really helped me think about the work I do and how I do it." And so there are ways in which, you know, I suppose in a sense we have a choice. And the choice is this way maybe sometimes or seem to be a little bit more difficult, but the rewards are so much greater as a consequence of doing that. And actually, if you really commit to doing those things, then making money is never very far behind. You know,
I think that's well said and stuff. And I would say that the best compliment I can give to the book is it made me think different.
Thank you very much, Bill. I find that a great compliment, and I'm very grateful for it. Thank you, Joe.
Yeah, where can someone find out more about the book and the best way to connect with you?
There is the opportunity to go to Amazon. And so whether that's Amazon.com or Amazon.uk, just put in Alan Moore and Do Design. Or you can go to the Do Book Co. Or the Do Book Company, and they have all of their books listed there. You can, in fact, on the Do Book Co. website, buy a bundle, which is you can buy the electronic version and the analog version at the same time for a slightly higher price than just buying the analog book. So you kind of get 2 for 1. You can find me on Twitter at ALAN SMLXL, or Alan at Alan SMLXL, small, medium, large, extra large. Yeah, I'm very happy to talk to people about the potential and possibilities of what design can do in this world and how we can make it a bit more beautiful.
Well, I would like to thank you very much, Alan. This podcast will be available on the Business 901 iTunes Store and the Business 901 website. So thanks, everyone, for listening.
Thank you. Thank you, Joe.